Welcome, welcome. Okay, this is the Cindy Dennis Ministries highlight of the week. We were beginning our highlight with one of the nonprofits in the area here. We are doing it in June, which is our missions month. And in this particular moment, we will be highlighting a nonprofit who is showing the heart of God through affordable housing and eradicating homelessness. The person I have in front of me today is Twinia Gay of Hardemon Dynasty, and she will share with us her heart about her work that she's doing in our community today. Listen closely. Twinia?
Good evening. Hello, everyone. My name is Tawana Gay. I am the president of Hardemon Dynasty. We are a 501c3 nonprofit here in Alexandria, Virginia. We go from Alexandria to Petersburg, Virginia. Um, and our mission is to provide affordable housing to kids that are youth that are aging out of the foster care system. Currently, there are 5,400 youth in foster care in the state of Virginia. 200 of those youth are right here in Fairfax County. And out of those 200, 21% of those youth are between the ages of 18 and 21. Our mission is to make sure that none of our youth who are aging out of foster care face homelessness. So, Hardemon Dynasty, um, Dynasty is an acronym: driven youth, never alone, striving through the years. Our programs that we have are four programs. The first program is affordable housing. We provide a grant for the youth to put towards their rent. Department of Social Services gives them um, money towards their lodging, and whatever the difference is, whatever they come up short, Hardemon Dynasty makes sure we covers that. The other program that we have are life skills. We want our youth who are um, doing independent living. We want to make sure that they know how to cook. We want to make sure that they know how to budget. We want to make sure that they know how to grocery shop. So we want to make sure that they have a resume, and just we do a lot of we're just trying to make sure that they're able to be in the workforce to sustain themselves. Also, we have another program that is called Verify Me. That program's We make sure that they have all of their vital statistics: their birth certificate, their social security card, their if they want to get a permit or a driver's license, we cover that fee for them. So we're just trying to take some of the burden off of them. Our next program is the Backpack Connection Program. What we do is we go into the schools that are our local schools, um, and we give them personal hygiene bags. We have handed out so many bags since we have been established, and we were officially established in 2020. So we are proud of what we are doing in the community. We make sure that they look good, smell good, and that they're thriving young adults in the community. I know you guys see a lot of kids up and down Richmond Highway. Um, they're not out there by their choice. Some of them have aged out of foster care, and they are instantly homeless. If their adopted families or the youth home that their group home that they're in decides not to keep them, they're homeless. And so what we aim to do is just to make sure that they don't have to face homelessness. So that is what we give back to the community.
That's really good. Wonderful, wonderful work. How do you find the kids?
So
How
what we do,
tools do you use
we we work with the school social worker. So a part of our introductory to the kids is we give them a bag, a hygiene bag, and it has all of our contact information. It has our website, it has our phone number, so that that contact information, they can go on our website, they can sign up to any one of those programs that they need. So the school social worker tells us how many kids are currently in the school, male, female. We give the appropriate bags to the kids, and when they turn 18, they can then contact us. So that's our gift to them. That's how we keep connected to them by the those bags.
Okay, so what if the child is not in school? How did you find those group of children? Do you have a way of
So
having that?
we have worked with Department of Social Services. They are not allowed to give out that type of their names or anything like that. Again, we reached them through those bags, and we're dependent on them to get in contact with us.
Okay, okay. So I know recently you did a fundraiser. How does that work? How do you do your fundraising?
So we had our annual flapjack breakfast fundraiser, which was really good. We had that in May because May is Foster Care Awareness Month. And so we choose May so we can highlight the need and the support for those young people who we see up and down the streets. So we were able to raise $1,800, and that will go towards us continuing to purchase those hygiene products, continuing to pay for birth certificates, continue to pay for their driver's license. Because also, when we go to the schools, we're letting them know that, hey, they can get a driver's license and we'll pay for it. They
Very
can
good.
get a permit and we will pay for it. So the flapjack fundraiser that really supports our programs to keep
Okay.
it going.
So when do you have another one coming up, or do you have another type of fundraiser happening
So we
anytime soon?
Well, our next event that we have here on June 22nd here on Richmond Highway at the Government Center is Stock the Block.
Mm,
So we will be handing out hygiene products to the community. We have a Juneteenth where we will be in Fredericksburg handing out hygiene products. But our next fundraiser, we have not finalized it yet. So when it's available, I will definitely let you know.
please do. Wonderful, wonderful work. As you have been in this work, when did you start? What year did you start your organization?
We well, let me give you a little background about how we got started.
Thank
Our
you.
vice president, Shannon, worked for a after school program. And there was a young lady who worked with her. She was homeless, but we did not know she was homeless.
Mm,
She was living in a shelter. And Shannon, befriended her, but she couldn't fraternize with her. So she asked me if I could, since I had stopped working in 2019, could
mm,
I talk to her? And as I began to talk to her, she told me that she was in a shelter and that she had aged out of foster care. Now, I knew nothing about aged out of foster care. Foster care, some of us are in our little bubbles and we just go about our business every day and we just think everything is everything. But she told me that she was in a shelter in DC. And
mm,
so that kind of like touched my heart that, this young lady is trying to survive and she's in a shelter. She gave me all of the things that were going wrong in the shelter. So I got online and I just started researching aged out foster care.
mm,
And it just really, I started seeing stories uh, of these young people who are homeless. And I'm thinking to myself, I have kids. My
mm,
daughter is at that time she was still in high school, and I could not imagine my daughter being homeless and
yeah,
trying to survive. And unfortunately, the state of Virginia, we're the last state. I mean, we are just terrible what we do to our kids because when they turn 18, if they have not secured a place to stay, they are instantly homeless. And so my board members, I asked them one by one, would you like to start a nonprofit to help these kids? And we're a group of mothers, grandmothers, so we come with a heart of nurture and passion, and so we don't want to see any child, have to pull your own bootstraps up because it's impossible if you don't have support. We have adults that are struggling, so let alone a child that's fresh out of high school, and some of them don't graduate high school. Some of them, they have a lot of things that are against them. And so we started our nonprofit in 2020, and we have been hitting the ground ever since then. So we
mm.
are going on our fourth year, and I'm just proud of what we have done thus far.
Awesome. The let's talk about the bridge with college. Do you do anything with that? If the child is
So we we have not, but we do have we have partnered with another nonprofit that does, and they're called Tagged, and their president is Kathy Wilson, and she does stuff a trunk every year with the kids that are going to college, and I think that's awesome. We have donated to her. We have donated to their organization for those kids that are going to college. Um, I We are in talks of trying to start a grant. I'm sorry, a scholarship for those kids who want to go to school and just send them off with some extra cash. So that is we will be working on that, our board members. So in the future, I'm hoping that we will be able to give scholarships to the surrounding schools.
oh, that's so beautiful. Well, we know that you're doing and committed to the great work and care of these particular individuals, and it's such a need, as you say. As you say, as you see, as you have a heart for children and understanding the importance of them having affordable housing to be more stable citizens of the state.
You know, I when we have our house,
Mhm.
it's our identity, it's security,
Yeah.
it's who we are. We put up the things that we like that make us feel comfortable, and
Yes.
we should never, kids should never have to face homelessness in the United States.
Yeah. We definitely believe that because, of course, children become adults, and we already see the devastation of homelessness on an adult scale. And many
So,
cases,
so imagine a child
exactly.
living in the elements, not having someone to talk to,
Mhm.
because we were never put here to be isolated. But when you're homeless and you haven't taken a shower and you're a kid trying to figure it out, that's why we have so much mental illness
What I was going
in
to
our society and our kids. And it just breaks my heart that
say,
some just
don't make it.
face this.
Mhm.
And so if Hardemon Dynasty, if I don't care if we just help one,
Yes.
we have we've done what God has told us to do.
Amen.
And so as long as we are up and thriving, we are going to keep pushing for every child to have a place to call home. Every
Now,
single person should
yeah,
have a roof over their head.
yes, absolutely. Absolutely, because it is a stability that we all need as human beings. It's nothing
Yeah, it
regardless
should
of
be it's a human right.
yeah,
Like you
should
should
be should be
we
part
should not
yes.
we should
We
not be living outside.
having these talks exactly. We should not be living outside. The children uh that you have dealt with, how, as you mentioned, mental illness. Is something in your program that address that as well? Therapy of some sort that they may need?
We have not. So one of the things that we do stress is they have to stay connected to their social worker,
Okay.
because by them staying connected to their social worker, they are obligated to meet with them once a month. They are obligated to make sure that they get the mental stability that they need as long as they stay connected to their social worker. That is one of the benefits that Department of Social Services does provide for them.
Okay. Is there an age limit to that meeting, or is that forever? How
That is
long?
until they are the age of 21. Once they turn 21, Department of Social Services says this is you're at the end of your road.
Okay, so basically your work is trying to capture them from high school to 21.
Yes.
That's your target group.
Yes. So we start at at the age of 16,
Okay.
Department of Social Services,
Mhm.
they have to work with those youth and start having an exit game plan. Can
Mhm.
you imagine being 16,
Mhm.
being called into with your social worker and saying in 2 years, you got to figure it out?
Mhm.
It's heartbreaking.
Yes, yes, Absolutely.
So we try to catch we get them at 16. So we start going to the middle school to high school and just handing out our bags, just letting the social workers know who we are. You know, we don't just give out bags every now and then. We are regular. We're constantly, you know, we want to be in the social worker's ear to say, hey, we're here. You
Yeah.
know, please make sure that they get these bags and suitcases.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Wow. Well, again, your work is so important, and you're so dedicated. And we at Cindy Dennis Ministries are definitely 100% behind the entire concept because it is so needed. So thank you again, Hardemon Dynasty, Tunia Gay, for answering the call. Many of us see it, but we just ignore it or just don't want to engage. But if there's any way that, of course, we are here, but if there's any way that someone else would like to support or get in touch with you, please do give us your information.
So our website, you can go to www.hardemondynasty.org, or you can call 1-855-828-1668. And
Okay.
again, and all you got to do is type in Hardemon, and we will come right up. Hardemon Dynasty. And again, Dynasty is an acronym: driven youth, never alone, striving through the years.
Thank you so much for coming to our platform to share this information, much needed. And again, we're here always. But we hope that you continue to thrive in that work because it is such a bridge that's so needed. And we pray that it definitely is fortified every day. That your work is not in vain.
And
So
I am grateful that you all are allowing me to have this platform to speak about the need in our community, and I'm forever grateful.
okay, amen. But we will until next time. We hope that again that you stay blessed and stay thriving in that work. And we hope to see you in the community at one of
All
your other.
righty.
Okay. Take care.
Thank you. Have a good
You're
night.
welcome. You do as well.